Yo, what's up, everyone? We got Mark from Misery Index and Scour here today. Mark and I have known each other for, I don't know, a few years now, maybe, because of you managing bands.
Yeah, wow. I mean, at least 5 years,
Has it been that long? I
And
can't even. It's hard
I
to.
mean, I knew of you before then, because you've been with Continental and stuff, and
Yeah,
you know,
I
working
know,
on
right?
tours and stuff.
Yeah, no, it's been fucking awesome. What's going on, everybody? Welcome, welcome. You guys, if you're all here, you guys know who the fuck Misery Index is and Scour, of course. Dude, hell yes. How's everyone doing today? I'm actually restreaming this to my Facebook to see if we can get some people from Facebook over.
All
Because you
right,
never
swinging.
know. You never fucking know if that could happen. But anyway, so I guess, in the past year, what have you been up to? I mean, I assume you've been working on new Misery Index,
I
staying
mean,
busy with that shit, and home life.
man, where do you start? I
I know,
mean,
right?
so
It's been
okay,
a ride, hasn't it?
it's been a ride. Let's like a year ago, we were on tour
Yeah.
with we were on tour with Napalm Death and I Hate God and
Oh, that's
Rotten
right,
Sound. And
dude.
so check this out. Like, we were on the road,
Yeah.
uh, and that's when this shit started hitting the fan, started breaking loose.
Yep.
And it started, in Italy. Okay. So we were on tour in Europe, and we're scooting around,
Oh.
and so all this stuff started breaking out while we were there.
Oh
And no
shit.
one, no one knew what to think,
Yeah.
We're like,
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
so like, I think we were in the Moulin Rouge in Paris, and the vibe was real tense. I think it was like March 5th or
Yeah.
something
Oh
something
shit.
like that.
So like
And
a week and a half before the
so we're
board.
all backstage, and it's like, no one's going out there except to be on stage. Like, just stay away from people.
Wow. So it was like getting
So
locked down like that. They were being that strict.
they weren't. The
Oh.
city wasn't yet. You know what I mean? It wasn't
Oh.
there. It wasn't there yet.
Okay.
Like, so we were on tour. We had like 5 shows left, and we're just like, hey, holy shit, let's try to get through this. Because we got
Yeah.
a bus, we got merchandise to sell, we got almost a week left to tour. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So we're just trying to get through it and stay away from people and try to, like, because there's a goddamn crazy ass virus out there trying to kill
Yeah.
people. And
Exactly.
so
Exactly.
it's so that the vibe was real harsh, man, and it was hard, it's stressful. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
we got through most of it, man. Came up to our a Switzerland show we were
Okay.
supposed to do with like Demolition Hammer,
Oh
and
wow.
the Swiss government told
Uh-huh.
us not to come. We'll pay your guarantee. Don't come. We'll reschedule whatever you got to do.
Wait,
Please,
what?
please don't come down here.
Really?
Yeah, and it's still on
Wow.
the table to be rescheduled,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Um, Still,
Yeah.
and
Still.
and that was when it was really scary. Now we got shows canceling over this shit.
Yeah.
We only had like a couple shows left. I flew home on March 9th, and I think like a day later, like, Trump put that travel ban in, and it was
Mm-hmm.
for people coming in.
Yes.
So I was one of those people coming in,
Yeah. Did you
but
have to?
I didn't have any. I had no issues or whatever. Just kind of walked through, which is positive or negative. How you feel about that?
Yep.
Just kind of walked into the country with my passport, having been in 13 different countries.
Yeah.
And I remember I Hate God had more shows to do. Like,
Oh.
they were going to go to Russia, they were going to go to Greece, and I remember us chatting with Jimmy Bauer on Messenger, and he's like, "Hey man, should we come home?" And I was like, Jimmy, get the fuck out of there.
Wow.
Like, seriously, go to the airport right
Go
now.
home.
You
Yes.
guys fly home right now.
Yeah.
Like, seriously,
This is serious.
do not risk this any further.
Yeah. 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 You
And
don't want to get stuck
dude,
or deal with bullshit.
that's exactly what they did.
Really?
Yeah.
They got stuck?
Yeah, that's what they. No, they didn't
Oh.
get stuck.
Oh, okay.
They went straight to the airport and fucking left
Oh,
right after that conversation.
okay. Dude.
So I
Oh
don't know.
man. Yeah, I had I remember when dipshit went on television, made his announcement about closing the borders, and that's when I hit up Bryce Lucian. He was out on the road in Europe with Rings of Saturn, um, and I texted him and I was like, "Yo," because time difference, and I was like, "Are you awake? This just got announced. You guys have to get home. Like, don't stay there, And he
Yeah.
calls me right away. He was awake. And he's like, "What? What's happening? Oh fuck. Okay, I gotta go." And then he like rounded up everybody and was like, "We have to go to the airport. We have to go home." And he told me he like bought a ticket to get home and it was like $2,500.
Yeah. It's like
I was
what
like,
he made on the tour or
"How
some
much
shit,
money?"
you know?
Yeah. How much?
That's
But
grotesque.
it's been yeah, dude. It's crazy, man. So, I mean, how's the break been for you?
I mean, it's been all right. And
It's not
we were
bad,
just
right?
talking about this. You had Origin and Beneath the Masker out.
Yeah. So yeah,
Which
we were talking about this before we started the stream, guys. Yeah. Or
shit hit the fan, and they were all everybody.
3 day.
Beneath's new records out on Century Media.
Oh man, the
Origin is killing
comeback.
it. All the
Yeah.
houses are packed. They're selling merchandise, and
Yeah, dude, it was nuts. And then all of a sudden, you gotta go home. Like it literally only played like 3 shows. I'm pretty sure.
yeah. And one
That's
of them
what.
was St. Louis out near me,
Yes.
and I couldn't make it out there because it was like I
Whoa.
can't remember why,
Yeah.
but it was I think coronavirus stuff. I think I was
It was starting. It was.
it was
Yeah.
hanging back. I just like I said, I just went through this traumatic experience trying to get home.
Yeah. I
So I wasn't
mean,
about to go anywhere. And
yeah, I wouldn't have
I
either.
heard that show was amazing, and it's just like they're killing it. And,
Yep.
but and Beneath the Massacre, fucking
I
awesome.
feel like,
Put
yeah,
that up.
I feel absolutely terrible for him. It's like final because there was like, I picked the band up probably like a year and a half before the record came out. And so I was stoked on that. And I was like, of course I'm going to be patient because they're like one of my favorite bands. And the ball really started getting moving. They're recording the record, and then Century Media signed them, and then it was just like, oh shit, it's like starting to get going. And then we're like, okay, the record's gonna come out around this. Okay, they're gonna do Origin tour, and then it just all crumbled. And like I was telling you before this, I was honestly more upset about that Origin Beneath the Massacre tour getting canceled than my devastation on the nation. Because I literally felt so bad for Beneath the Massacre, and even Defeated Sanity. They had to come over as well. That a lot of shit. With coming over from Europe, blah blah. Luckily, Devastation wasn't supposed to start until like a week after the travel ban, I believe it was. So the week after, it got announced that there was a travel ban. That's when Devastation was going to start. So none of the bands were here yet. The 3 out of 5 European bands weren't here yet. So that was a good thing because it would have really sucked if they came over.
Oh
And
man,
because that happened with Die Artist Murder. Die Artist Murder's headline tour with Fit for an Autopsy, Aversion's Crown. I forget who else off the top of my head, but they played one show. I believe it was Philadelphia, and then the tour got canceled, dude. Yeah, I was just like, oh my god, but
I mean, can you imagine? I mean, I can imagine just
yeah,
traveling very far,
very
abroad,
far. So
very
Australia,
far, and then having your whole tour like collapse after one show.
I
I
can't
feel for
imagine.
that. I feel
Yeah,
for that.
I feel for it, man. It's nuts.
We got real lucky, man. I mean, we had one
Oh
show
yeah, you
cancellation
did.
out of there. But I heard about like Testament, man. Like they went over there and like everybody got whole tour canceled. Everybody got sick.
Yeah,
Like,
I heard the same shit.
I'm like, geez, man.
Everyone got sick. Yeah, there was a lot.
And then
It's crazy. I was talking to Ken from Abigail Williams, and he brought. It's funny because we hung out like a few weeks ago because he was up here. He's like working with Velenath with their new record and shit.
nice.
And Vance from Velenath lives in Dallas now.
What a band.
Yeah, honestly. And so I went over there and I was hanging out with them. And Ken brought it up, but I do remember back in like November, um, before the pandemic, Ken knew about all this shit going on over there. Because he like really follows the news overseas. He's like, I don't. He's like, I follow some of the shit over here, but he's like, I really focus on like over there, Europe, Japan, China. Like I'm always like really, looking into the stuff going on over there. And he's like, I had friends from Japan, China, and everything telling me about this. And so he's like, back in like November, I knew this was happening. And I remember him telling me back then, like, yo, there might be some shit happening, like a pandemic again.
Yeah,
In
like,
the
hey,
spring,
booking
dude.
agent friend.
Yeah. And I was like, I remember being like, I don't know, man. Yeah, sure. But he like called it. It's crazy, man.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost
Go to
better.
Ken for your news.
Go to Ken News.
Yeah. He knows what's
Yeah,
happening.
I mean, it's almost better to watch that kind of stuff because it's,
Yeah.
it's not like, over here where it's just like a big, red and blue,
Yeah, exactly.
subjective bullshit fiasco.
Oh, that's just literally what it is here.
I mean, dude, it's like sometimes I punish myself and I'm like in the car and I listen to a little bit of the red channel, listen to a little bit of the blue channel, and there's literally a red and blue channel. It's like, what world is this? Like, you know what I mean?
It's the most
what we
bizarre
living
thing.
in.
It's stupid, dude. I can't.
Dude, and I don't know. I don't know if you want to get into this crap or whatever, but I just gotta say one thing while people are watching, dude. And then, like, has anyone but me noticed that in the past like 10, 15 years, that the Reds, you got the Reds and the Blues, and they have switched views.
Oh yeah.
It used to be that loony leftist folks were talking conspiracy theories. They're, it was like 1984 was like the punk Bible.
Yeah.
And like, it was like harbinger of doom to come. And, it's like, and then you had like the other, like more conservative kind of side with like, back in the 80s with like the coming down on metal. Like, you remember like Tipper Gore and all that shit.
Man, yes.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And now it's like, it's like they've like traded views. Right?
They just completely switched.
It's not 100% the same way, but it's like the dynamic. They've switched their dynamics and they've just traded them.
Yes,
it's like. So I'm looking at this. I'm like, this is like disagreement for disagreement's sake. I heard like I think I have a theory on how it happens. It's like, okay, there's like some conflation going on where like. It's like, let's do like a red station. And they'll be like, ooh, the Democrats, they try to pass this bill and it had funds that they're claiming is supposed to be for protecting the environment, but that's not what it's doing. And we need to protect the environment. And like 9 sound bites later, it's just, we need to protect the environment. And now all of a sudden,
wait.
Like these people that were just all about business, who gives a shit about the environment, are like, we need to protect the environment.
Now they want
and they're like spreading it on their like propaganda stations, and all of a sudden everyone switched views. And it's like, dude, it
is so fucking bizarre.
It is bizarre as shit.
Yeah.
Divide and conquer tactics.
All politicians. I don't know, man. That's all. I can't deal with it.
I know I can't. And just it sucks. Is like the social repercussions, man. Everyone's like, emphasizing their differences instead of their similarities, and then you have then you have all the negative shit that follows that.
Oh yeah, no, exactly.
And it's divide and conquer since there have been kingdoms. All that stuff.
Yep.
Anyway, I'll come off it. I just had to get it off.
No, it's fine, dude. It's crazy when you really like, you put it out there like that, because it's like that's literally what is happening.
I know, man.
It's just so bizarre.
And dude, when you approach, it's like, I can't stand this cancel shit. When you approach other people, you have to approach from a place of empathy. And I personally, I don't naturally do that. You know? Like I'm a recluse, I'm kind of like to myself, and you get me going, I'll talk your fucking head off. But like typically I'm like a shy person, and like, stay away from me,
Yeah. So
I have to make myself go out there, but I also have to make myself approach others like with a sense of empathy, understanding that like we're all under this, like we're all subject to these divide and conquer tactics. You know what I mean?
No, we are.
Like where you're taught, you have a tendency to sense danger and difference, and like, because you don't want to be like just, everything is perfect and so lovely, and not see the guy coming up behind you getting ready to shoot your head off, you know?
Yes.
So there's this like danger sense with difference, you know,
there is,
which is
dude.
very natural, but
Yeah, it is.
all this like propaganda shit's like emphasizing that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's building anxiety and a sense of fear and a sense of like edginess and be on edge about like any kind of difference all the time, and it's like
man.
so unhealthy, you know.
It is. It never used to be this way.
I mean,
kind of, but
we go through like periods,
waves,
you know, waves of it, you know. And I feel like whoever, you know, and this is getting too conspiratorial realm, whoever's in power saw that things are kind of a little too copacetic.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Started amping this up in both directions.
Yeah.
And then you see like you must disagree.
Yeah, you must.
Even though you agreed with this shit like 10 years ago. Oh my God, dude.
It's
anyway,
so fucking ridiculous.
I'll come off it. I'm in a band called Misery Index, so obviously we're thinking about this type of shit.
I know.
So
no, it's all good.
Anyway, I had to get off my chest, peeps. You know?
Needed to say it.
Needed to say it. Needed to come off it. Anyway, you asked what we've been doing for like, you know, the past year or whatever.
Yeah. What do you guys?
So let's get back to something that doesn't get me so hyped. But so we've been writing the new MI.
Nice.
Right? We inked a deal with Century Media.
Yes.
Back in, I don't know when it was.
What was that like?
Maybe announced it in like a year ago or something.
Was it that long ago?
I think so. Maybe less.
I feel like it was less.
So,
anyway.
It was probably less. Might have been June. I don't know.
Yeah, but you guys are now on Century Media.
I have no sense of time anymore.
No, I don't either. I don't. That's why I have to set reminders, because someday I wake up, I'm like, "What's today? What do I have to do today?"
Is it
Thursday? Then a reminder goes off. Oh, you got this to do. Oh, yeah. I got to do that phone call. Or I got one of these podcast things to do. Like,
yeah, dude.
That's what day of the week it is.
Groundhog Day. Yeah. Bro. You don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Don't know.
Especially if you're a creative person, you're doing all this other stuff, jogging things along, you get lost. But anyway, so we've been working on the new record. It's coming along. Misery Index stuff coming along. I'm actually I'm going to go out there in a couple months and do some more pre-production work.
Yeah.
On what we got on the table, and you know, it's going to be what you want, man. Gonna be ripping.
Yeah. Has it felt nice to write again? Like, are you guys like always? Have you, in between all your guys' records, are you always kind of writing?
Always writing.
Really?
Yeah. I have like probably like an hour and a half of music just sitting there. So I just kind of go back and flesh out ideas and figure out what it sounds like and where
maybe change shit around
and figure out what shoot it's supposed to go down. You know?
Yeah. So you do all the pre-pro like mostly at your place, as far as your or
I'll do some at my place, and then there's a studio I go to, and then I also shoot stuff to Adam.
Yeah.
And he's got his own, like, he's an e-kid at home and like his own kind of home studio set up, and then he's got a studio down the street, Developing Nations, Kevin Bernstein.
Yeah.
You know, who did Full of Hell. He's an amazing dude.
So he'll go down there.
So we got some resources like that. And,
that's cool.
Jason is living in Helsinki, so he has a studio.
Where's that?
In Finland.
Wow.
He gave up.
He gave up.
He's a bit of the political scientist of the band, and he couldn't take it anymore, man.
I get it. I feel for him.
and he loves Finland, and he got married.
Did he? Oh, cool. Congrats to him.
A lovely Finnish woman named Heidi, who also does photography and stuff. And
yeah, Jay, I don't know how I did not know where that was. But yeah, anyway.
Haiti.
Yeah.
It's pronounced Haiti.
Oh, Haiti. Okay.
Sorry. I got to correct that. If he's watching right now, he'd be like, hey, I'll be hearing about it.
Yes.
but yeah, so we've been working on pre-production for that record, and in the midst of all that, we did a streaming show with Scour in January. Yeah.
Oh yeah, January. You guys did do one.
So we decided to do it in November, and originally I think they wanted to do it in December, like right before the holidays.
Okay.
But it was like we didn't decide to do it until mid-November.
Wow.
And we're just like
pushed. Yeah.
we kind of had to go back and be like, I don't think we can be ready.
Yeah, we got to push this one back.
Yeah. That shit's kind of hard.
Yeah.
It's a little bit hard to play, you know?
Yeah, no, it's a bit different from Misery.
It's just that, you know, it's not that it's like, it's definitely not overly complicated. You know, each riff has like one, two, three chords in it, and then like, you know, the melody on top. Yeah. It's just like really well done, really well put together, and it's just blazing fast and trend picking guitar for like an hour.
Literally.
You know?
I was listening to the Scour, the Black EP the other day. I gave it a spin a couple times. I'm like, God damn.
It's brute.
Yeah. It kind of it doesn't even like sound like Phil either.
It's him.
I know it's him. Yeah. But you know what I mean? Like he does some different shit with Scour.
I mean, that dude, he'll surprise you.
Yeah, I know.
He'll surprise you, man. He's got an excellent singing voice, and like he kind of switches modes, and
yeah, he knows what fits what band he's in.
And I will tell you, man, that was live streaming is no joke. You see any band doing that live streaming show shit, holy shit! It's like the worst parts of recording and performance combined. It's a
weird thing. I feel like everyone thought it was going to be like it was going to become a big thing where bands are going to like live stream like a lot. And I'm like, this ain't going to last that long. I'm like, you can do it every like once in a while, but like it's never going to be like how it is at a live show.
Yeah, you can't do it all the time. It's like a special thing you do once or twice.
Yeah, and like it could really happen, you know. Even in between tours, you could do a live stream thing, but it's so hard, especially with bands that live like so far from each other, like band members. You know what I'm saying? It's like a pain in the ass to get like everyone together, unless you do like a fucking quarantine type of video that every member does on their iPhone, and then someone edit it together, which just to me looks kind of cheesy, but you know,
yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's just not the same. You know, it's kind of cool, but it's like.
It's okay.
Whatever.
I mean, everyone's doing what they need, what they can do.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. But I will just say, dude, that live stream show, I mean, that is hard to do. Like that is,
man.
You're talking about
a lot of
going live, having 4 to 5 dudes, depending on the band.
Yeah.
Like just get the perfect take.
Yeah.
For every song in a row.
How long did that like take you guys to get done?
I don't know.
Oh man.
I mean, we were
like an entire day.
We were down there, yeah. I mean, and there were dress rehearsals where we kind of like went through everything. You know, we did rehearsals and where we recorded everything, and then we're sitting on the back porch with a clipboard, you know, with everyone.
Yeah.
You know, PA included, and then we're sitting there like, 2 minutes and 30 seconds that Phil or whatever. I'm like, all right, I'll write that down. And so we're doing that for a couple of days, just like, okay, here's the list of stuff we shouldn't be doing tomorrow. And then, you know, you do it more and the list gets shorter, and then you know you're ready.
Yeah.
You know. And you have to be ready because the production crew's ready to go on the day you're ready to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like
you have to get it done that day. It was just like one day of filming. Yeah. Where'd you guys do it?
At his place.
Oh.
He's got the Nosferatu's lair down there, the studio.
Yeah,
We just did it in there.
Just did it there. Okay.
It was easiest that way because it's a studio, you know. So like the stuff, all the audio equipment already in there.
Yeah.
And it was just like, I don't know, it was just more comfortable.
Yeah.
And there was a safety issue. Like we didn't really want to go at that time in January. We really didn't want to go anywhere.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah,
exactly.
Especially in January. Yeah, because it was like still even in January, I was like, you know, people were like talking about tours this year, and I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't feel good. And then like come, I don't know, end of February, I started to feel better about things. Now I'm feeling more confident. But yeah, I get it. Like back in January, I probably would have been like, "Oh man,
dude, it was frightening because we went down there like in the day we arrived. Like we had we got a call that night that the light guy, the guy that was going to run the lights, he said, "Oh, I just got a positive test. I was just there earlier today." And so it was like, oh shit. And so from there, everyone got tested. Right. And then it's like, it's on you to kind of like, hey, crew, this happened, and here's the thing, like no one really interacted with the guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe he was just doing
one person
lights,
did,
right?
but it was a conversation that was over 6 feet away. Like he was just in the room setting lights,
Gotcha.
And so it was like people went in the room with masks on and disinfected the whole place and, that kind of stuff. But it was like, that's frightening, man, because you go down there, and, you're ready to do this stuff.
Yeah.
And
then
all of a sudden it's like, because you got to let the crew know. You can't not let them know, like, hey, it's your choice now.
Yeah.
If you want to come back and finish this. Otherwise, we're going to reschedule. And luckily everyone, it felt comfortable and there wasn't that much interaction with this person. So they said, okay, well, we'll come back and we'll get it done. And we did.
Yeah.
And no one else got sick. Everybody was healthy. And I guess
that's good. Yeah.
That dude quarantined for a couple of weeks or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's some real shit.
It's some real shit. Like we never had to worry about this shit before.
It's like seriously. People would think it's like, I don't know. You don't really have a good sense of it until it starts touching your life.
Yes.
You actually have like friends get it.
Yes. As soon as that happens, then it's like, wow, this is like real.
Like, oh, maybe we shouldn't cram 300 people in a room.
Yeah. Like, oh, that's probably not a good idea.
Yeah. Maybe we wait a little while that vaccine can.
Yeah. Let's get that thing out and,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, get people to get it and have it kick in.
Yeah. I mean, even though, it's just like for symptoms or whatever, it's still, those symptoms can kill you.
Yeah. You don't fucking know. I mean, it's, telling people that are like weird about the virus and think it's not as serious. It's like, well, I mean, if, it's different for everybody, people that have like weak immune systems, like it's really going to fuck them up. Mm-hmm. People that have stronger immune systems, probably not so much, they'll get through it and it'll be fine. But you just don't even know. I heard about people dying from it because and had like strong immune systems. So it's kind of like, well, who the hell can really battle it? It's kind of like very hit or miss,
Yeah, I mean,
so you can't risk it.
Believe me, people that don't want to wear masks and shit, and like don't want to take it as seriously as maybe they should. Like, I empathize with that. I mean, what the hell do you do with a mild pandemic?
I know.
What do you do with that?
I know.
That information.
No, you're right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
It's hard to decide. I mean, it's hard for policies. It's hard to decide what to do.
Yeah. We're going to run into that shit, with touring starting back up. I mean, there's going to be restrictions in certain places for sure for a little bit. Sure. Until like this calms down even more, and more people get vaccinated. Excuse me, and whatnot. It's just how it's going to be. And people ask me, like, even bands are like, what do you think it's going to be? If we do these shows in like October, November, and I'm like, well, right now, New York City, we're not sure. Like, there might be some capacity restriction, but down south, they kind of don't give a fuck. I live in Texas, I know these things, but there are some places that are like. Like I always refer to Anthony from Come and Take It Live in Austin. Like he's a very responsible guy. I've known him for like 11 years and been selling him tours for 11 fucking years. And he has one of the nicest venues, I think. And,
that place is killer.
Yeah. And even before pandemic, he kept that place fucking spotless. And, with reopening and whatnot, he went the extra mile of like, putting like plexiglass around the entire bar, right? And then putting plexiglass at the ticket booth and like kind of, making sure his employees wear masks, and all his employees fucking rule. They're all like great fucking people and very responsible and good at their jobs. So he's doing it the right way. And I don't know what his rules are right now, but when he reopened, it was, seated. If you're seated, you can have your mask off. Obviously, you go to a restaurant, you can have your fucking mask off. And but if you get up at all for any reason at all, you have to have your mask on. So and obviously, his capacity was like cut in half.
Yeah.
Going from like 800 to like 400.
I mean, I feel like that's a reasonable way of doing things, until we, get the vaccine out, get a little more herd
Yeah.
immunity going on.
It's just, getting a little fucky, over in like, Kathy here. She lives in Berlin and Germany's just fucked right now. They're behind on getting people, the vaccine and all this stuff.
Yeah, I heard September for the first shot or something like that.
Yeah, that's wild. I got my first shot last Friday. Yeah, last Friday.
Man,
Or the week before that. I don't remember.
Man, it's like those.
I don't remember.
And Brazil is in terrible shape. And no
Yeah, you were
vaccine.
saying that on our call, like Brazil, right? South America.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah, I mean,
still, or
dude,
you don't really know
like,
much yet, or as of
I
recent.
mean, I've said this before. Sometimes you feel like you're living in the future.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff's like all right now. We're living in a civilized society. And then something happens, and you're like, oh shit, people just broke into the damn Capitol building. And then like when this world kind of situation arises, and it's like a vaccine. It's like everybody needs it, and everybody needs that.
Yeah.
And it's like some people have to be first, right? So who's first?
Yeah, who's first? Yeah, exactly.
U.S. and Britain,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, U.S. Yeah, I mean, literally.
Yeah. Is anyone surprised? I mean,
yeah,
it's like you do have to handle a territory, but
yeah,
it's like, man,
it's fucking
I'm
wild.
not, for better or for worse. You see like the old colonial lines start being reified. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's traceable and stuff. So it's like it's just a nice little reminder to everybody. All that stuff's still there.
It is. Definitely still there.
I don't care how many straw men you set up and knock down. You didn't solve that one.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
I got almost no point to make with that. Just an observation.
Yes.
I don't have any like, go do this and this will solve it. No, no advice for you.
So let's go back a little bit in time. How did you end up joining Misery Index? Because the band was around for a little bit before you joined. Right?
Yep. Yeah. They did Overthrow and the Retaliate album.
Yeah.
2003. And basically they went on tour with Dying Fetus and Divine Empire.
Okay. Nice.
So, who the hell else was on that thing? But anyway, Misery Index, obviously.
Yeah.
And that went to the Creepy Crawl in St. Louis.
Oh man, I remember that name.
Crawl.
Never been there, but I remember it.
Yeah, on Tucker, I think.
Yeah.
And so like I went to see that tour. I saw it with a friend of mine, and we went to that one, and then we followed to Kansas City to the El Torion.
Nice.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
And fucking killer tour, killer show. And I think it was that tour that Adam's band All Will Fall opened up on.
Oh, I remember that, man.
And then both Jason. Wow. Yeah.
It's been a while since I heard that name.
Well, it was like in St. Louis back in the day.
Yeah.
It was like my band Cast a Stone and his band All Will Fall, and we kind of like revered each other, being just the other killer band in town, I mean, it's not like we're the only ones, but that was a dynamic we had.
That was it, yeah.
And so what happened is Jason took note of Adam, and Kevin Talley also took note of Adam.
Oh,
and so
okay.
Kevin had some other things going on, and was obviously you saw what happened. Like he was, I think he did some Black Dahlia Murder stuff, some Chimera stuff for a while.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of killer shit. And so like he had contacted Adam about taking a spot. He like noticed him.
Yeah.
And Adam, long story short, Adam sent some tapes, joined the band, right? Did some stuff, played Vakken in 2004 or whatever. And then the OG guitar player, Mike Harrison, who's fucking killer.
Yeah.
Excellent songwriter, killer guitar player. I think he got a job at Apple at the time.
Okay.
And so he's like made the career move, which is fine. And they were like, 10 years older than us at that time.
Really?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
they've been around for a minute.
Shit. Well, I don't know how old I was exactly, but like something like 22 or 23, something like that at the time. So they're like 32 and 33, So it was like he was maybe not trying to, punch it out on the road or whatever. So like he left, and then Adam sent an email to my Cast the Stone band account, and my bandmates deleted the email.
Wow.
Yeah.
They did that.
They did that.
Wow, guys.
And it's something that we hashed
guys.
out on that Scour stream. Me and Derek brought it up during the
shit
part. So we talked about it. We talked about it. Anyways,
That's so funny.
Anyway, yeah. So we got over that. So Adam was coming home to play a show in December with All Will Fall. He was like coming home.
Yeah.
Hold on, my doggy is trying to get in here. Also, Rosie.
Yeah, I forgot you have a dog named Rosie.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta shut this door.
Yeah, you're good.
There we go. Yeah, she's awesome. I took her for a walk so she would be appeased.
Yeah, that's what I did. That's what I do with my Rosie.
So yeah, he came home to play a show in December.
Okay.
And I knew that they were gonna do the show. And I was like planning on going.
Yeah.
And I was like bartending at like some country club or something. And so and I totally forgot about it. I came home.
Uh-huh.
I was like in, dressed up,
Yeah.
bartending in a fucking country club. So you're dressed up. And and I'm flipping through the Riverfront Times, which is like the city rag. And then like I get to the final page, like looking for shows coming up to go to. And I see, oh shit, that show's tonight. So it was like 4 or 5 o'clock or something. They were going to go on first. So I ripped all that shit off and sped down there. And I caught the very last song, which I think was a song of theirs called Brickshard Foundry.
Yeah.
It was like, I think I recognized the breakdown at the end.
Okay. Yeah.
I think it was that. Anyway. And Adam comes up to me after the show, sees me out in the crowd, and comes up. It's like, hey man, how you doing? And I'm like, pretty good, man. Good set, whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, so, did you get my email?
Oh, man.
And I was like, what email? He's like, you didn't get my email? And I was like, no. He's like, dude, I sent you an email to see if you want to join Misery Index. And I was like,
what?
I'm your dude. Sign me up.
Yeah, I'm going. Yeah.
Shit,
I'm in.
It's like, it's not that simple. You're going to have to send an audition tape.
Okay, yeah.
So I was like, all right, yeah. It's like, I get the Sparky approval.
Yeah.
Sparky Voiles, who was in Fetus, was in Misery Index at the time.
That's right. Yep.
And so I did that, and I practiced in secret. Because I was living with my dudes, and from that moment I realized
they deleted it,
and so I was going to my friend's house and practicing the songs in secret.
Oh my god!
And I shot the audition vid at my parents' house and I sent it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Sparky's tells Adam and tell me, it's like, you really need to be down picking all that shit. I was like, oh shit. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I was like, all right. And so I was like, I'm gonna do. And I said, Adam, I'm gonna do him better than that. Here's what we're gonna do. I was like, you tell me what the live set is. I'm gonna learn the rest of the live set by ear because they had sent tabs. I'm gonna down pick everything, and then when you're at home, we're gonna play all these songs together and film it.
Wow.
So I did all that, and
dude,
my homie Mike Smith, who's I'm forever grateful, let me use his computer to edit all this together and put on a DVD.
Wow.
His goddamn computer was fucking up. And I could only get one song on a DVD. This is back in the day. So I was scanning DVDs, burning them.
Yeah.
Ones.
Yep.
So I sent a package because I couldn't get it all on one thing. I sent a package with 5 fucking DVDs. And I sent it to them. Yep. They didn't even. And I told them what I was doing. They didn't even watch it. They had me come out and jam with them.
Are you serious?
They didn't watch it,
dude.
Yeah, they're like, he did what? And Adam's like, he did this. He's like, all right, because it's haven't come out. I jammed with them. Everything was good from there.
And that's it.
A year later, we wrote and released Discordia in 2006, then Traders in 2008, Airs Theory 2010.
Yeah.
And then so on and so forth.
That's crazy.
The Relapse Records years.
Yeah. That's all Relapse, right?
Yeah. And that was a weird situation because they were on Nuclear Blast at the time,
Misery
and I
Index
guess that,
was?
yeah, for Retaliate.
Oh, dude, wow. I
And I
went back
guess,
and started listening to some old Misery Index today.
yeah, I guess they weren't.
Retaliate was okay.
I just joined the band. I had nothing to do with this, but I guess they
Yeah.
didn't think like it was promoted right or something, so they asked to be released and to go over to Relapse because they felt it was more fitting. And I had just joined the band, and I was like, oh dear God.
Oh God, there's drama.
I just joined this
Label
band,
drama.
and now I just went all this effort to join a signed band on tour, and all of a sudden we're an unsigned band. Like, great.
Yeah, like
You know?
Jesus Christ. But it was fine though.
Yeah, it worked.
It worked out. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I think when we did Traders, the kind of things started kind of taking off, and
From there, right?
and we hit. Yeah.
And then because I think, I'm trying to remember which. I think it was. Pretty sure it was Traders when I discovered Misery Index. That was 2008.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's when it came out.
Yes, I think that's when I'm pretty positive that's the record I found Misery Index on.
Yeah,
that's rad.
I wrote the song Traders while taking a leak while we were playing a show at Black Dahlia Murder.
What?
In Virginia.
In Virginia.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
It just kind of happens sometimes. They're just like, taking a leak, and
you're like
all the riffs just kind of popped in my head. I was like, all right,
give me the guitar. I gotta
record.
Yeah, hit
get
record.
The laptop out.
Yep. Did you guys when you first joined the band? Did you guys face any struggles that you remember?
Fuck yeah.
Was there
yeah. Well, I mean, we were at that starting point. I mean, you know about it. We were making it's a couple $100, $250 or something on that opening slot on the tour.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or headlining for that much at just starting off like that.
Yeah.
That was the band had just launched. I mean, it was 2005.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then things really started taking you saw did you see growth when Traders came out?
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's when you kind of started to see it.
Yeah. Well, but we toured our fucking face off.
Yeah.
So we were doing an upwards of 280 shows a year.
Oh my fucking God. You could, it's crazy, man. That's how it was then now. Many bands, there were so many places, especially in the States, there were so many places to play.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So
tons of places.
Yeah. It's
and if you didn't get one of those places, you went to the DIY spots.
Yeah. You went to the fucking VFWs.
Yeah.
And just a hole in the wall shit. That's what you did.
Yeah. And props to those dudes.
For sure.
And girls.
Yeah.
Just dudes.
Yeah.
Putting on those shows.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, dude, straight up. There was so many.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you for doing those.
Thank you for risking your own ass, for having a grindcore show.
Yeah, exactly.
At a VFW.
Yeah.
Exactly. Put a bunch of people in there potentially destroying the place. And,
putting holes in the walls.
Yeah, man. So we were doing 280 shows a year, and
literally.
Let's see. We first tour I was on was Suffocation and Behemoth.
Wow.
In February 2005.
Jesus.
And so we were on that tour, and we weren't getting paid a lot. And I just remember we were in the van, the old blue van, which we piled all our gear and ourselves into.
Oh yeah, no trailer, van. Right?
And just as an excuse to not be homeless for the night and pay for a hotel, we're we just played BB King's. They were just we'll just head up to the border now. Avoid that traffic.
The cross into Canada.
So it was just basically an excuse not to. We didn't have a place to go.
Yeah.
So we're just I guess we'll just do this drive.
We'll just drive it. Yeah, might as well.
And we knew Eric Galley up there, Galley Records.
Galley Records.
And we went up there, and we were supposed to stay at his place, but he wasn't getting up until 6 a.m. or whatever. That's when he was going to wake up.
Yeah.
It's February in Montreal.
Cold as fuck.
So we crossed the border, no problems, and we get to right outside Galley's apartment. And tired of shit, and I'm I remember laying on the floor of the van, kind of looking this way, towards this crack in the door, and I can see down to the ground, and it's just snow and asphalt and dirt, and it's 0-degree wind just blows through and stabs me in the eye. You know,
I
like,
love how you remember this.
and at that point, you really start questioning what the fuck it is you're doing.
Yeah, what the fuck are we doing,
What am I
guys?
doing? My eyeballs gonna fucking freeze out of my skull here. Waiting at 6 in the, it was like 5, you know, we're waiting out there for a couple hours. It was like 4, waiting out there for a couple hours, you know.
Yeah.
In a van trying to bundle up and wait to get in there. But yeah, that's the type of shit that you do.
Yeah, I mean, dude, a lot. I mean, that was the fucking struggle. I mean, still bands, you know, starting off deal with that shit, but like, dude, man, back then, back in, you know, the mid, you know, early 2000s, mid 2000s, you know, even later in the, you know, I mean, really around like MySpace era, like while you know, and before obviously, but it was like bands were touring a lot, you know, like doing 200 plus shows a year, easy.
Oh yeah.
Without even, you didn't even really have to go to Europe.
No,
you could really just do that in North America, and it's insane.
Yeah, we were touring like fucking crazy. There's some classic tours too, man. Like the old Steers and Beers tour. It was like Cattle Decap, From Second Story Window, Animosity, and Job for a Cowboy on the Doom EP.
On the Doom EP.
On the Doom EP, which was that was off the chain.
Yeah.
And we went to
Prime tour.
2007. We were like at 2 weeks' notice. Devin Townsend band dropped off a Fear Factory tour.
Oh no!
When Fear Factory, I mean, not to say anything bad about Fear Factory, but at that time, it was pretty big. Like
that was like prime,
big as in, you know, 1,500 cap rooms, no problem, every day type stuff.
Yeah, you know? Packing those out.
And like, so we got that, and Devin Townsend band dropped at 2 weeks' notice, and we got it.
Wow!
So we had to buy plane tickets and get merchandise in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
it was and get a van, and it was a 7-week tour.
Holy shit! Just in North America. So the States and Canada.
In Europe.
Oh, Europe.
It was 7 weeks
in Europe.
Yeah, at 2 weeks' notice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 2 weeks' notice. Was that the first Euro tour you did with them, Misery Index?
No. We went there in I think 2005. I went there in 2005. Later in the year, we toured with a band called Eyeless and 4 question marks. So it's like an underground.
Yeah. Okay. Was that your first time in Europe?
It wasn't. I mean, personally, it wasn't my first time ever in Europe, but it was like touring in a band.
Touring in a band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was cool. You know. We done some cool stuff over there, man. Like we kind of like we've taken some side roads and done the DIY anarcho spaces. We did a whole tour of that.
Yeah.
And that was really cool. I highly suggest, you know, bands who are of that ilk and thinking to do that, and not just like, you know, rely on, you know, promoters and guarantees and stuff all the time, and go have that experience.
Yeah, have that experience.
You know,
it's a different one.
Yeah, the different one.
Yeah.
You know, but go play in the States too, man. Go play the house shows and stuff like that.
The more underground shit.
Get in on that circuit too, and you know, there's like those are cool spots too. You know,
no, they really are, man. It's so going back to the Fear Factory thing. How did that all go? Obviously, it went down, right?
Oh yeah. It went down for sure.
How was that?
We made friends with those dudes. It was like, you know, every night at the Enormo Dome. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And us trying to like figure out how to be on stages that big.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. And it was like 1,500 plus rooms.
Yeah.
Wow.
1,500 plus rooms every day. And it's just huge. You know, straight up airplane hangar. You know, straight up an airplane hangar.
Yeah.
And you know, playing in those places, it was cool,
wild.
Man.
Yeah, that's cool. An experience for sure.
Yeah, and it was Ray Herrera, Burton, and Byron Stroud, and
it was
and Wolbers.
Damn, dude, I never got to see Fear Factory.
They were killer,
dude.
Yeah,
they're supposed to come out with this new record. It keeps getting teased and all this shit. And it's like, is it?
I heard a little chunk of that single. I think This thing's gonna be cool, man.
Really? Yeah. I don't doubt it. I don't see them. I mean, I don't see them coming back or coming out with new material and it's gonna suck. I don't know.
Yeah,
That band always released some cool shit.
I know, man. I can't stand all the drama BS that comes along with it.
There's a lot.
I'm over it. I'm over all that. I have to separate. I have to separate the music from all that.
Yeah.
I really do love that music, you know?
Yeah, me too. I was a huge Fear Factory fan, dude. Love that fucking band.
Yeah. Still am.
Dude, yeah, no, I still go back and listen to Fear Factory because I'm like, this shit is still fucking cool, man. Like no one does it like Fear Factory. Like there's no one like Fear Factory, man.
Dude, yeah, let's just pause right here for a second. Okay, so all these like bands that sound mechanical.
Oh yeah,
with a double bass and it's all like in sync together.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you're
saying. I'm sorry, guys, you're getting that from Fear Factory.
It's all Fear Factory, dude.
I mean,
they're the ones that do it the best.
You could argue that other bands did it before them,
for sure.
No one did it. No one did it as much as them and as well as them.
Yeah, man.
It was just just like
doing
picking patterns like that with double bass, dude.
I know.
Come on,
and they did that style so good.
This is how influential they are. There's bands now that are influenced by them that don't even fucking know they're.
Oh, for sure, dude.
They've heard the bands that came after, and they're influenced by that.
Yes,
and that's cool.
Yeah, of course.
But, it's like I see it, man. I'm just like, they were the ones.
They're the OGs.
They love them or hate them, drama or not. That shit defined metal as we know it right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I agree.
It just did. Anything with like that futuristic, slick kind of thing going on. It's coming from them,
dude. 100%. It is. It is all coming from fucking Fear Factory.
Yeah. I mean, arguably, it's like,
well, I mean,
Terminator 2, the band. But it's like, but it's sick, bro. I mean, I love it. I fucking love it.
What's we had a good question from Dead Ringer. His Twitch name is, what's one of your favorite shows that you've played?
Favorite shows I've ever played.
I guess, like, what was like the one show or even festival that you played where it felt like on top? Like, just like, wow,
dude, there's been so many, man.
Yeah, you have played a lot.
We've had tons of high points. We're probably gonna have more. There's been so many amazing ones. I will outline one. So we played one of the earlier iterations of Hellfest.
Oh.
Okay, so it was 2 stages.
Uh-huh.
In a big fucking mud pit. A big mud pit.
Big mud pit.
Nothing but mud and it's something like 40,000 people and a stage way over there.
Yep.
On the stage here. And like it was like Korn was playing, Lamb of God was playing and shit. And so we're getting ready to go on. I think it's like 5 or 6 o'clock or some shit. And Lamb of God, I think it was a Korn or Lamb of God. I can't remember which one was supposed to go on the other stage before us, right?
Wow.
They're playing on.
Oh,
and it was just basically 2 equal-sized stages just across the field from each other. One pointed this way and the other one pointed that way,
Okay.
So the sound didn't interfere.
Yeah.
And the generator for that stage caught on fire.
Dude, what?
Yeah. And so the French fire department's coming up and they're trying to put this thing out. And,
Holy
and like
shit,
the organizers are like, well, our stage is good, so
go on.
I mean? Like, are you kidding me?
You sure?
So there was some silence on that stage. They're trying to put shit out, and I don't think they had us go on early. We just kind of went on when we went on.
Yeah, your time.
Right? Might have gone on early. I can't remember exactly, but
okay.
Dude, we hit. So what happened was it's like the whole of the fest. We were now the only thing going on, So they all they were watching like Lamb of God or Korn. I can't remember which one. They all like turn around,
see your stage, right? Yeah,
our stage.
So you saw them like moving over.
Yeah, and I was just like, holy shit, we're about to play to like 40,000 people right now.
Yeah, this is about to happen.
No distractions, And so we got up there, man, and we fucking killed it, man. There's a pit in the front, there's a pit in the back, there's a pit over here, pit over there.
Pit there.
It's like, it was like what you imagined. It's like what you imagined when you're like looking back at like, that Monsters Rock shit, and you're like, I want to do that. It was kind of like that. I was like, holy shit, this is it. This is it.
Yes.
And I remember like it was at the very end of the set, and I threw the fist up in the air, threw the horns up, and it was just like, this is it. I could see it was like several football fields away. Just the first guy to throw his fist up was like at the very back. And it was just, I just see this like little hand come up just a mile away. And then they kind of like, and all the hands start coming up, rolling all the way to the front of the stage.
Oh my God.
And I was like, yeah. And I turned around and had a fucking panic attack.
Did you really?
But just like walking up, and it's like I couldn't help it. It wasn't like it wasn't like a conscious thing. It's like I walked up stage with my guitar and I couldn't breathe.
Wow.
I was like, I had to stand there for a second, holding on and like the oxygen in myself, and it was just like, it's weird, like with what an experience like that will physically do to you. All that energy coming at you.
God,
it's real.
Imagine it's so many
real
fucking
shit,
people. Was that your like first experience with
that was
playing in front of a lot of people? Like a shit ton of people that?
That was the biggest shit ton thus far.
Yeah.
At that time, and it was, and we've played some pretty big fests since, and but yeah, that was sick. That's a very memorable moment,
Dude, yeah, that's insane. I can't even imagine the feeling.
That's one of those times where you're like, oh,
yeah,
we're just like, okay, we're here. This is that thing that you were trying to do when you were like 13. Yeah, this is it.
Yeah, I just did it. Yeah, we literally just did that.
we just did it.
That's crazy, man. But yeah, I mean, you guys have played a shit ton. I mean, what do you remember when we talked like a few weeks ago? We were catching up on our call, and I remember you asked me. He's like, "What festivals do we have over here?"
Right.
We obviously have the obvious one, when it comes to metal and our world of metal, right? Death metal. You got the Maryland Death Fest. You got the California Death Fest.
Yeah.
But what's that?
Yeah, Evan and Ryan.
But then you look over at Europe and you have all these huge ones, or even like, a more mid-sized one like Death Feast and stuff, which is so sick. It's like, why the fuck don't we have that over here?
I mean,
or like the Hellfest. Like, why can't we have a Hellfest over here?
Well, I think, two things. Over there, there's like and we talked about this too, there's like a camping culture.
Yeah.
In summertime.
Right. Yeah.
You go to in Germany, you go to the Campingplatz. Who's over there in Germany? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You get your own like little cottage on this weird little thing beside the highway. Off the Autobahn. It's like this little cottage village.
Yeah.
And that's where you go in the summertime. There's like places to swim nearby, things like that. And that's like in the culture, and to go camping in summertime.
That's
go road trip somewhere. Yeah, that's the thing.
So that's why
people up in the Nordic countries go, take the time to go south, and it's built into their work schedules too. They have like, whatever siesta time or or whatever the hell it is. They have like time. They set literally as a culture like set aside time for that.
Yeah. So that's
anybody can correct me if I'm wrong, but that's my understanding.
Yeah, that's
and we don't really have that over here per se.
No,
it's not. People do it,
Well, yeah, people like do it all year round. It's different.
It's not really people do it, and it's not necessarily associated with any like a cultural thing, per se. Like you're like just trying to enjoy nature type shit.
Yes.
You're not going to an event in nature.
Yes.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which may be slightly different for, some of the like, more like hippie crowds, who kind of have like Grateful Dead camp type shit, where that's like been a part of the culture for a while.
Yeah.
And so going out in the woods for an event is like not a new idea.
Yeah. It's just normal.
Metal's a little different.
It really is. It's a different beast.
It's not about like hanging out with the birds and the bees,
Exactly.
It's like it's more like abrasive.
But,
I think it could happen in the States if there was like enough people
and like the right spot for it.
Yeah, had the right spot and were willing to take, the risk, like believed in the culture enough, like that they wanted to see it exist in the future.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It would be
And there's-
wild to see like a Hellfest here or
Yeah.
even a Wacken. It would be wild to see that
Yeah.
here.
I think it's got to start off smaller than that, like a city fest of some sort. It's metal oriented.
Yeah, it really would have to.
I'm talking to some people about some stuff, but it's like the COVID thing hit.
Yeah.
And
Kind of threw a wrench in the works.
Kind of threw a wrench, but like I'm
Yeah.
picking up the conversations again to see what can happen, what's possible.
Yeah, at least in the next couple years.
Yeah.
You know.
I got a lot on my plate, but I think we'll probably end up trying to get something together. And I'll be talking to you about it.
Yes,
I'm sure.
Please.
We probably did talk about it like way.
We probably did prior.
A couple years ago.
Yeah.
I
think we did.
Trying to get some shit going.
Because I've talked to like Mauricio about it, and like Stefan, even Mauricio's brought it up. Like we should try to put together like a fest, like a straight up death metal. Mix it. We could have some black metal in there too, and just like try to find the right spot to do it at, not crazy overhead, and try to put it together. And then we put together a bunch of tours around it that all meet up at the fest.
Right.
Maybe a couple days long. 2-3 day long fest.
Yeah, a metal meeting.
A metal meeting.
Like that's in Europe somewhere. A metal meeting.
Just a death metal meetup.
Yeah.
But what was it? Yeah, dude.
We should do that. I'd like to talk to you guys more about doing that.
We should. I mean, I think it's going to come down to us finding the right spot. We're going to have to really research and find the right spot for it. And then once we do, then we could really, what bands can we get? What can we put together?
I got a pretty good idea and setup that I could talk to you about in private. But it shouldn't be like public.
Yeah, we'll do it. I'm down. Do it tomorrow, some shit, on Monday.
Yeah. But
Josh said Iowa. Well, maybe Iowa.
Yeah. I've been jogging this idea along for a little bit of a while. Yeah. There's some other people I'm talking to that, might be interested in coordinating, whatever. It's just that like right now, they're trying to get their shit back on track for 22.
Exactly. I mean, everyone's trying to like obviously get things going again.
Yeah, I'm respectful of that. Yeah, but I still want to have the conversation.
Yeah, like even to look at this for like 2023.
Right.
That's
basically what you're looking at.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna you would have to look at.
Right. Exactly.
So anyway, here's another question I had. If you had to pick one Misery Index record, which one would it be? What's your favorite Misery Index record?
I like them all for different reasons. That's a problem.
They're all like different, in their own way, right?
Discordia, that was the first one I did with the band, me trying to figure out with Adam, try how to like write in the style of the band so we don't put off all the fans.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the present fans, we got to like adjust our writing style, get some, because I wasn't really like attuned to, a lot of punk. And there's a lot of that vibe, going on in the band. So I had to like really educate myself and ingrain some of that stuff in my own playing, to be able to get it in there. Yeah,
I totally get that.
And then, we go to Traders and it's like, we're trying to like diversify because first of all, it was easy to do because Adam and I were like coming from some different backgrounds and stuff. And so we literally had to do it to make it our own.
Yeah.
But on a conscious level, it's like, we didn't want to really be like the strict grind band because if you get pigeonholed like that,
it's hard to come out of.
It's hard to do other shit. It's hard to come out of it. It's hard to grow.
Yeah, it's hard to grow in that world, in that genre. So niche.
Yeah, the grind sound is like this big.
For sure. Yeah, it's like what
you eventually start writing the same song over and over.
Yeah, again, yeah. Exactly, dude. So you guys wanted to be like kind of get more death metal.
Just different aspects, not genre stuff, but like more like a little bit more atmosphere, a little bit more this and that, but like still kind of encapsulating the same vibe.
Yeah, I understand.
And so we did that. We did that pretty well on Traders. Yeah. And then, moving on to Heirs to Thievery, we wanted to like take all that and just get a little more vicious with it.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And that's what, and it is.
Yeah.
It's like that thing cut like that album cuts like a knife.
Yeah.
It's brute. That shit is very brutal.
Yeah.
And we followed that up, and we toured on it for a long time. We followed up with Killing Gods. We came to the end of our Relapse contract, went to Season of Mist, and did Killing Gods, which is a darker, more atmospheric record. Still trying to once again wrangle some other stuff in to see what we can do with it.
Yeah.
But still be ourselves.
Yep.
And so, I like that one for that.
Yeah. No, it's a good record. I was listening to that one today too.
Yeah. And then Rituals of Power, we tried to go almost take everything that we had learned up to that point
and put it into
stop experimenting so much and try to do what a fan who had been through that experience with us would want. So yeah, and I like them all for those various
specific reasons.
I don't have a favorite.
It's hard
because they're all
well. That's good
meaningful.
though. Yeah, no, it's awesome. Rituals of Power definitely blew me away.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Will Putney.
I told you that before.
Will Putney on the knobs.
I'm on the knobs, dude. And then wait,
on the ones and twos.
Eric Rutan did the drums? He recorded drums?
Eric Rutan did the drums. Yeah.
They sound so powerful.
Yes.
That's
what a team.
Yeah, to have
dream team.
That is just for a fucking, metal band to have those two guys.
I mean, come on.
You can't
Rutan is obviously the
fucking legend.
A death metal legend professional. I mean, I'm a big fan of just the dude himself. He's an amazing person.
I definitely want. I hope I can get him for a guest for this because I've never talked to him before, and I've loved Hate Internal for so long, and just hearing things from friends who have worked with him and stuff, and you and whatnot. I'm like, this dude is just rad. I want to talk to this guy.
He's an animal.
Yeah,
he's a fucking animal.
And now he's in fucking Cannibal Corpse.
Look at it.
It's like if Cannibal Corpse had to pick anybody, that is the guy. There's nobody else.
If they had to choose, which they did, he's definitely death metal embodied.
Yes, I mean he is the fucking dude.
He does the guest solo on Scour, the first single.
First single, right? Yeah,
Doom. That's him.
So how did you get involved? Let's go to Scour because I don't know how this band formed. So how did this all come together? Whose idea was it for Scour? Was it Phil or was it somebody else's in the band?
Okay, so this requires a little bit of backstory.
That's fine.
Okay, so John.
People do want to hear it.
So Adam Jarvis, from
Yep.
Misery Index, he was doing a side project with his cousin John.
Okay.
John Jarvis.
John Jarvis, yep.
Yeah, and with their homie Lemieux.
Okay.
Lemieux is excellent. He's this dude in Illinois. This guy is just he just has this songwriting ability and vocal technique. It's just it's killer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they did this side project called Fulgora. And so they popped a single out. I think Metal Sucks picked it up. They did a little video for it or something.
Okay.
And it's very death metal meets Vision of Disorder.
Yeah.
Kind of like that
too. Yeah.
And so Phil Anselmo, for whatever reason, saw that.
Really?
He saw it and loved it and got a hold of John.
Okay.
To sign Fulgora to Housecore.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. And so they went, and so they were invited to his house.
Yeah.
To go record in the studio down there.
Uh-huh.
And they did, and they eventually put out an album, and they still have some other stuff to put out, even though it's kind of way on the back burner at this point.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's killer shit. It's really cool, and Phil's right for liking it.
Yeah, for real.
So, and unfortunately, it's hard to launch a band. It's hard to, I don't think it really caught on the way it should have, but I don't think they really had they didn't really have the time to really
invest in
do it right to really get it going.
Mm-hmm.
But it's killer, man, and I hope they do keep it going. Anyways, that's how the relationship
started, right? Yeah.
And so John when Derek was in Cattle Decapitation, John was doing merch and tour managing.
Okay.
And so that's how they know each other, right?
Yep.
So, and that's not how they know each other, but that's like they became, really good, close during that.
Yeah.
So during that time period, Derek was like, working in his like on his laptop, like making these songs. So these like simple kind of like black metal songs or whatever.
Yeah.
I remember I'm in Columbia, Missouri, and his parents live in Herman, Missouri, which is like an hour from here in the, it's a German town in the boonies.
Yeah.
On the Missouri River. And so he came home and I went out there and we were like, we drank like every beer in the house, 30 beers or something. He's like, I have something to show you.
Yeah.
And then he pops his laptop out and he's like, plays me these like black metal songs. Like, oh, that's pretty cool. What are you going to do with it? He's like, I don't know. I'm going to start a band. You want to play in it? I was like, I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I have time. This Misery Index is doing, a lot of shit. And,
yeah, for real.
And fucking, and I had just had like a kid and, there was like, I had enough.
Yeah,
at that
your
time,
plate. Yeah.
Just trying to figure out how to do everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even remember when that was exactly. But anyways, but it didn't matter because he had already kind of like had talked to some other people, had some other people in mind for.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is what you saw in like the first iteration,
Mm-hmm.
And so they were talking to John about like who do we get to sing? And John's like, how about Phil Anselmo? Like, how about I just take these songs and send it to him and see what he says?
Yeah. Fuck
why
it,
not?
Right?
Fuck it. And so Phil got it and emailed back and said, I will kill this.
Wow.
And so we're like, okay. They were like, okay. And so
really?
Yeah. So they ended up doing the Gray EP.
Yep.
And then they went and did the Red EP, which Red EP's fucking sick.
Dude, Red EP's sick, yeah.
Red EP's sick.
It really
and
is.
Then there was like some shuffle around from the Gray EP, the Red EP, getting Adam to play drums.
Yeah.
They needed someone who was just a little more powerful and faster.
Mm-hmm.
Not really Jesse's cup of tea. He's a fucking sick drummer.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. But the requirement of the band was being able to blast for an hour at 280 plus,
Yeah, it's
so
shit, man.
It's really for a drummer, it's not very fun.
No.
There's
only a select few that like doing this.
Yeah.
Right.
and Adam's one of them.
Yeah.
Who just like brute force all the time. And same kind of shuffle happened with the other guitar player. And Derek is a very close friend of mine, and he told me what was going on and asked me if I was interested, and I was like, yeah. And I gave him a detailed list of how I could kill it, also, and just playing with Adam in Misery Index already and being able to lock in rhythmically right off the bat.
That's good. Yeah.
It's
for sure.
Just real practical shit. Like not like, I'm amazing. That's not. But I've been playing with Adam for a million years at this point. So it was like, yeah, you got Adam playing drums. I can play with him.
Yeah, we've been doing it for a long time.
Everything. I know everything that guy's gonna do.
Uh-huh.
I know how he leans in rhythms, and it's like
him. Yeah.
So it'll be tight.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's basically how it happened, man.
Right there.
And then it just no audition or anything like that. Just kind of learned all the material. Came down. We practiced. Came down to Phil's house and jammed in the space. And
that's sick.
Which is just mind-boggling.
Yeah.
Like for me because
fucking.
Because as a kid,
Pantera.
Like you understand, like. As a kid, Pantera. I mean, I'm sorry. If you're too cool for school about this shit, you weren't there and you didn't see him live.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's it.
That band is better than your favorite band. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It was better than your favorite band. Hands down, just destroyed.
By far.
I'm talking like a pit, amphitheater with a pit in the lawn with a fire in the middle of it, and another pit over there, and another pit over there, and they're ripping out the orchestra pit.
Yes.
I mean, dude, like
nutty.
They were a force.
And
a force to be reckoned with.
And you've met Phil before, right? Or what?
Before then?
Yeah, before then.
No. That was the first time I met the guy. The first time I actually met him was pulling up to in his driveway.
Wow. So that was probably pretty crazy, right? Cool.
It was just
cool feeling. Yeah.
It was whatever. I mean, it's like I didn't really know what to expect, man.
Yeah, right.
I didn't really know what to expect.
You had no idea.
I walked in. I kind of walked into it with trying to like push my fanboy shit aside, and you know, and like and anything else, and kind of approach things with open mind, and see how it went. You know, thinking that like if it worked, it worked. If it didn't, it didn't.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly, but it worked.
You know,
clearly.
And it works out, and it's amazing. You know, it's like it's a good group of dudes, and you know, it's obviously it goes without saying. You know, jamming with like your teenage idol of sorts is, you know, pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty surreal.
You know,
right? It's like wow.
You know,
I'm a fan of this guy.
I'm not going to take anything away from that at all. I mean, it's fucking that is fucking amazing. But
that is.
Putting all that aside, the music is incredible.
Yeah, man.
It's like really concise and well written, and it's just relentless.
It is really. It's so in your fucking face, dude. It hits you so hard,
dude. And when we all get together, it's just like it's like almost a meditation, man.
Really,
it's like we're just like honing in on this one point, and it's just we're just flying and Phil's doing what I think is the most extreme shit he's ever done ever.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like you listen to this shit and it's like, wow, that's Phil. It's nuts.
He's a talented frontman and vocalist, dude. He can do
beast, man.
He can do anything.
He really can, man.
You don't even know the extent of what this dude's capable of.
I know. I don't know.
Like you only know what has been released in public. He has other music. He's got other music.
Wow.
Like you would
just like constantly.
I don't even know if I could talk about it because who knows what's going to happen. I'm not going to talk about it. But it's like there's some stuff that dude can do with his voice. You just wouldn't even believe it, man.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe it's Phil Anselmo.
Some of that, because like some of that stuff that he's doing where it's like, I don't know, it's got a lean to it or like a gravel in the voice or whatever is on purpose.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't have to have it in there.
No.
And he can add in some tracks as much of that stuff as he wants. I mean, prime example, go listen to the Doom single.
Yeah.
Listen to that shit.
I know.
Jeez, he's like way down there.
Yeah, he's like way down there. It's way down that it's him, dude.
It's just like, and anyways, I'm real proud. I'm real proud to be a part of it because when I first started listening to metal, like, you know, Far Beyond Driven was one of those albums.
Big one, yeah.
Even hopping off with Strength Beyond Strength.
Mm-hmm. There's such killer records.
And it was just like, that one song and the first track of that record is like a statement.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I think it like sent a lot of people on the quest for heaviness, like for more heavy, more balls, more girth, more, you know, more tough.
Yeah.
You know, to listen to music like that and to be music like that.
Yeah. For sure, man.
So it's like, and that's the quest. That's sort of like the quest that was set me off on.
Yeah.
You know, and so coming back around and having that be like some of the most extreme shit that dude's ever done, and being a part of it is like a real full circle experience.
Yeah, no, definitely, it has to be.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
I know exactly, dude. It's cool, man. Like when you joined Scour, I was like, damn, Mark's in Scour. That's fucking wild.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's just
weird.
Crazy, man. Like this band's wild.
Well, also,
I just didn't expect Phil to do something like this.
Yeah,
too,
and you know me as more of like a Hetfield character.
Yeah,
you know, like rhythm, and you know.
Vocals, really. Yeah.
So in that, I'm like not doing the vocals so much, so it frees me up to do the rest.
And that shit's intense too, man.
Yeah.
You find Scour to be harder than Misery Index to play? Is it more tired? I mean, you can do it obviously, but is it like more like holy shit?
It's different.
It's tired.
It's a different animal. It requires more endurance.
Yeah, you gotta warm up.
It just does. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Misery Index is tough.
Oh yeah, no, it
But
is.
but I mean,
Scour is kind of a different
Scour's
beast.
just more like relentless.
Yeah.
Like stuff. I don't know. As you're playing and you're continuing through this, you kind of do things so you can play to your strengths and economize certain things so you can like do more musically
Yeah.
without like killing your wrists and your hands and stuff.
Yeah.
Scour has none of that in consideration.
Mm-mm.
Zero of that.
Not at all.
It's like let's just start with relentless and go from there.
Yeah, let's just start with that and go.
Yeah.
That's
So
sick, dude. Do you think the band's gonna like tour at all in the future, or there won't be anything extensive, huh? Or you don't know?
it's not off the table.
No. Like
It's,
you and the
you know,
guys are like open to it if something like a cool
yeah, it's not.
opportunity
Yeah,
came through.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not off the table. I mean, we'll be real careful with that. I mean, I think we want to like kind of be like an event band,
Yeah.
for now. But
It makes sense.
everything's negotiable.
It is.
It's all talk aboutable.
Yeah.
I believe, and I believe there will be some conversations. But and we just, we signed a Nuclear Blast.
Oh. Wait, Scour did?
Yeah.
Oh. Wait, was that
Yeah,
announced?
yeah.
Did I miss that?
Well,
Did I miss that?
announcement. Yeah. Nuclear Blast and Housecore co-released the Doom EP, and they're gonna do.
How did I miss this?
We're gonna do some more stuff.
We're gonna do more shit. That's fucking
We're
rad.
gonna do more stuff.
Oh yeah, it's right here. I'm a dumbass. I don't know how I missed that. When did you guys announce?
Yep.
So that was like last year, right?
Over the summer.
Over the
Yeah,
summer.
over the summer.
I missed some shit last year, bro. Last year was a blur.
Well, yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah, you're just trying to survive.
Yeah.
You're figuring things out. Like, oh shit.
Am I a booking agent still?
Right? Yeah, dude.
Am I still hired for you guys? Are you guys still a band?
Dude, yeah, that shit's tough.
Do you want to do this again?
Are you still a band?
Are you still a band?
It's
definitely rad.
We laugh, but it's not so funny.
It's not so funny. I mean, there's some bands that are like, oh, we're gonna need a little bit of time, but it is.
We're laughing out of desperation here.
Yeah, I know,
shit.
really. Seriously. Though.
Oof.
Actually, can you give me 1 minute because I drink so much fucking water? I have to take a piss. And
yeah, go ahead.
If
man.
you have to take a piss too, you can go do it.
Okay. Let's take 5.
Yeah, we'll be back in like
2.
Like 1 to 2
seconds.
minutes, everyone. I'm gonna put on a BRB screen right now. Here we go. And we're back. Yo, there's been times doing this shit. It's funny. Most of the time, my girlfriend's home from work when I do these, but she's working today. And I'll like when I end an episode, one of these streams, I'll go straight to the fucking bathroom. And she's like, how do you pee that long? I'm like, because I drink, like, literally drank a whole glass. This thing's like halfway done. Then I had this like energy drink thing that she bought, which was really good, actually called Tropsicle.
Tropsicle.
So I had that, and that's 12 ounces, you know. I got 24, you know. I'm just, dude, I drink a lot of water.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
it. You keep talking.
Trying to keep,
yeah.
Yeah, man. You got to keep your throat moist.
Yeah. And then, so anyway, she would just laugh. She's like, I'll be peeing for like a minute straight. I'm like, yeah, oh yeah. And there's definitely been a couple episodes where I'm like, I think I'm gonna pee my pants if I don't get up. Not this time. This I was fine. I was, you know, I could have went longer or waited longer, but there's definitely been a couple times where I'm like, holy shit, I think I'm gonna piss my pants.
I'm sure she's like, you all right?
Yeah.
Like, something wrong with you? You have like your bladder burst in your body.
Man,
like,
I
what's
just
going
pee a
on?
lot, man. I don't know. Everyone that comes to my streams, they fucking know, man. Hey, what up, Scott? Scott's here.
Hey, what up?
Yeah, Scott Eames.
It's got
the boy. So, how did you get into managing bands? How did that all come around? What was the first band? I guess you kind of started helping, or
I think I came into EMG like,
what was that, like
2016?
That sounds about right.
Something like that.
I feel like it's been like that.
And the first band I picked up was Visceral Disgorge.
Oh, was it VD?
Baltimore.
Yeah,
represent.
Well, that's why, right?
Baltimore represent, and they are a fucking killer.
They are killer.
And yeah, they're working on their new record and a bunch of other stuff. And, you know,
that's good.
And yeah, they're cool. But yeah, man, like to start off, I just kind of like I saw like EMG and Joanne was like looking for people.
Yeah,
just like
bringing more.
They wanted people that were like involved in the industry, and I was just like, you know, I know a little bit about doing that with MI because we had, you know, we were pretty DIY.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
For almost everything, and
yeah,
not everything. I don't want to discredit anyone.
Yeah, of course.
But like
more so on the management side of things.
You know, between Jason and I, we kind of know what's up. You know, as far as like merchandising and like how a record release is supposed to go, and like what we need to do on a band side to get all that ready.
Yeah,
you know, and get going. And
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically like, you know, for some of the smaller like artist development bands, it's basically like imparting that wisdom and putting people on the right path so they can like get to a point where they're, you know, earning revenue.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, you know, we move them on, you know?
Yeah.
And that's sort of what we're doing. I also work with like bands like Surreption.
Mm-hmm.
I've helped out with like Atheist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Atheist,
and some others.
Yeah.
Some other stuff, you know? Yeah, I talk to Kelly, you know, all the time. We're working on some other stuff right now too.
That's rad. Oh yeah.
So he's got a pretty cool thing.
Yeah.
I can't talk about. It's pretty awesome.
Cool. Yeah.
But yeah, man, basically just answered the ad and, you know, went out to Long Island, met Joanne and we worked on things together, and
that's rad.
You know,
and just kind of went from there.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. It can be very time consuming sometimes, especially when you have multiple releases going on at the same time.
Yeah, with your own stuff, right? With your bands.
With their stuff.
With their stuff and your stuff.
Getting release plans together and making sure that all like it's flying smooth and and then doing the stuff where you're shopping out to tours and things like that.
It's a lot.
And getting them. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff.
It definitely is, man.
It's a lot to do. And, you know, bands are, you know, it's like herding cats, man. It's like,
oh, it can be,
you know, just to like, you know, to get them to where they can get on some of these like higher profile tours, like you guys do. And, and then to have them, you know, if they're green, to have them like, know how to behave out there and, how to manage themselves out there. 'Cause it's tough.
Dude, it is, especially if they're green. To like touring, man.
Hey, man, and you get tired and you get irritable.
Yeah, man.
And shit happens when you're 2 weeks deep, 3 weeks deep, you know.
Yeah.
And you gotta keep
band members fighting with each other.
Yeah, and it's almost like, you know, they gotta know that's they just have to get the experience and know that stuff about themselves. You know?
Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right about that.
You go through all kinds of stuff out there: homesickness, sleep deprivation, not eating right.
Yeah, and then anything else happening at home at the same time,
anything happens at home, it's a bigger disaster because
Yeah.
you can't get back and deal with it.
Fucks everything up.
Yeah, it's tough, man. Being in a band is not for the faint of heart.
No.
And if you're doing it purely for your ego's sake, man, your ego has got another thing coming.
Big time.
because it's like the road will humble your ass real quick.
Yeah, no, it definitely fucking will. That is for sure.
Know what I mean? Well, even the biggest bands that go out there and they have like great shows in Denver and LA and whatever. But,
the bigger cities.
That Boise, Idaho
City.
show might go great.
Might not.
Could go great. It might not.
Yeah.
That's Salt Lake City. It might be 1,500 people. It might be 100.
Yeah, exactly. You go from,
who knows, man?
Dude, it varies everywhere, and that can definitely hurt a person's ego in a sense, or
you got to be able to have the wherewithal to like still 3,000 people are at the show. You're going to give them your best. 50 people are there. You're still going to give them your best because that's the only way that scene is going to grow in that place for you.
Yeah.
You still got to come out swinging.
You got to give them 100%, 110%. Because
I know. Even if you're sleep deprived and your girlfriend just broke up with you and you only ate a cheeseburger at 2:00 and whatever, it's like, doesn't matter.
Yeah. Exactly.
You gotta go out and fucking kill it.
Because you're going to play that market again and you want those people to come back out and hopefully more.
Yeah. And just as like, for people who like metal, like bands and stuff, just to give you another sense of level of respect for these guys.
Yeah.
They're going through if you're a band
anyone who's touring,
if you're like, first, second slot on that tour or something, man,
especially,
or you're like, mid-level or whatever, it's like those guys are sacrificing a lot just to entertain your ass.
Yeah. Just to be on stage for that 20-30 minutes.
Dude, and to see them get up there and do it so well and night after night, it's impressive. I like, when you put it all in perspective like that, it really gets you right there. You go watch bands like fucking, Signs of the Swarm get up there and just give you this real evil, ethereal thing, and even if it's like in a smaller club or whatever, it's like shit. Like,
yeah, man.
They're still giving you 110.
I definitely love the fans that like go up, like make a point to go to like the merch table and like talk to the guys in the band and just like thank them. And you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that helps, bands, like they could be feeling down that entire day and you just literally made their day by telling them something. You know what I'm saying? So
buy that merch.
Buy that fucking merch, damn it.
Get them from point A to point B. Let them if you want a band to continue to exist,
yes,
go support them.
Yeah,
don't just sit at home playing video games. Get after that show.
Just go out for a few hours. There's time, and I've said it before. There's times, post pandemic crap, where there was times where I'm like, man, I just don't feel like going out to this show tonight, and then time would come around and be like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go, right? And then I just have the best time of my life.
Yeah.
And I'm there and in my head I'm like, man, I wasn't gonna come to this show tonight. What the fuck was I thinking? This was a blast.
Look at these guys, they're amazing.
Yeah, I'm like, I can never do that. You gotta go. Like, always push yourself. Obviously you're gonna have bad days and you have, there's a show that you're planning on going to. But and you're like not in the mood for it, just do it. Just go, because more than likely it's just going to turn your entire day completely around.
Go buy a t-shirt.
Yeah.
If you want them to exist, support with your feet and your dollars.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Exactly.
Go make sure. If you don't, that's the only way it's going to go into the future.
Yeah,
that's what you got to do. But,
exactly.
Man, I got lots of respect, obviously, for.
Oh yeah, I know you do.
For any and all bands out there hustling and trying to do it.
Yeah. It's a lot of work, man.
It's a hell of a lot of work. And, in this day and age, it's like, there's a lot of stuff you got to be mindful of. And, in terms of exposure and getting yourself out there and things like that, this like pandemic shit is like ushered in a whole other pressure of like having to be online and, you know, in the digital setting, the live stream events and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so you have like bands, smaller bands with like not a lot of resources to like really like make it some of this like high production stuff happen.
Yeah, it's not easy.
So
this shit is not easy.
And they got to do it, you know? And so when you see bands out there fucking, you know, it's like a mid-level band and like you see they're doing like a live stream event and they've been on it on their own and shit, you know, respect.
Big time. Yeah.
Big time respect. It's like, and go,
work,
you know,
man.
Go follow that band, go buy that t-shirt, man, because you know, they
need it.
They are putting in their all.
Yeah.
You know
they're coming out of pocket for that shit, dude.
Yeah, they're coming out of pocket for that shit, hoping to make it back over time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like that's, you know, like I had I Am do one live stream and it was with Crowbar. Crowbar invited them and it was great. But you know, the costs, I'm pretty sure they made most of the money back from the split they got from ticket sales, or they did make it all back. I can't really remember. But that was like the one thing they were like kind of concerned about, you know, which is, it is a concern. We're in a fucking pandemic, you know, some of the guys aren't working, you know, so it's like, man, this is going to cost us, you know, like $500, $600, $700 to really make happen. And luckily those guys live pretty much all in Dallas, you know, and they have like friends that can help them, but you know, they want to make sure the product is good, you know? And to me, they nailed it. It sounded great. The video was fucking cool as hell. You know, they really put fucking time into it and made it happen. But it's like, that's a big concern. You know, there was other bands of mine that, you know, got offered to do shit like a stream thing, but it was just like, man, the drummer lives across the country. A fucking, you know, singer lives over here, you know, and it's just like, it's a lot of planning. So
I know. Yeah.
It's a fucking pain in the butt.
Yeah, and for you, you know, if you're, you know, handling the band, managing the band, booking the band or whatever, it's like in the back of your mind, it's like, man, it's like you're not frustrated with him exactly, but it's like, man, you guys got to do this.
Yeah.
Like you've got to get your face in front of the camera where it looks good, like everything. You got to do it. Yeah. You got to do it. And if you don't do it, people will start forgetting about you, and that's going in the opposite direction.
Yeah, you don't want that at all.
No. But at the same time, you know, yeah, I'm empathetic with all that. You know, my drummer lives in San Francisco and I'm on here in Boston or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, you know,
all over the fucking place.
Put your mask on, bro.
Yeah.
Hope for the best. You know? But I get it. It's it can be a lot of expenses, man. And like trying to figure it all out and the time it takes, dude, to prepare and then do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot. It's a lot to do. No one's saying it's not hard.
Yeah, no one is saying it's not hard. It is hard.
If it were easy, everybody would do it. And like, to me, that thing is just yet another hard thing you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in a band, you just, you know,
you should try to make it happen.
I know.
Kev Muller's here. Do you know Kev Muller? Kevin Muller. He filled in for Suffocation. He's a Merciless Concept.
All right, on.
Yeah, he's here. He had a question. How was it touring with Nails?
Nails?
He said he hated their ego and they played nowhere near as tight as Misery Index.
Oh, come on.
I love Nails.
Fucking
Kev with that question, bro. I mean, I'm sure they were fine, right?
And by the way, their personalities fucking suck.
He laughed.
No, man. I fucking love Nails. I don't know what's going on over there.
I don't know either.
First of all, Todd Jones, amazing dude.
Yeah.
Fucking loved hanging out with that guy. He's got riffs. He's got riffs for days.
I can imagine.
Shred. You don't know that from like watching Nails because it's like hardcore riffs and like, you know, breakdowns and shit.
Yeah.
That dude can shred your face off too.
Wow.
It's like,
and he's never been in a band where he shreds.
No, but he can. He's a ripping guitar player. Like
that's nuts.
What's cool about Nails is like Nails exists inside a sphere that's like this big.
Mm-hmm.
And never goes outside of it.
Yeah,
you know,
they stay in that lane.
Minimalist,
right?
It's minimalist, but with like it's that kind of ferocious intent.
Yeah,
it will not do. There's no other things in here.
Yeah, it's doing. Yeah, it's gonna stay like this.
It's about, and I remember talking to Taylor about it, where it was like it's about what they don't do, what they don't include, and it's like That is so fucking tough.
That is
And
tough.
it comes across exactly as intended.
Yeah.
And it's just so fucking sick, man. And like they got some riffs and Farad, like we were calling him like Mr. T.
Mr. T.
Mr. Tough out there, because that dude gets up there in the middle and just, you know, it doesn't matter. He can been smiling like 3 seconds. 3 seconds for like, oh yeah.
It's so in your face, dude. I'm like,
just like,
this guy is
dear,
fucking scary.
I just love it, dude. It was amazing. And if you think if you thought they come across as having attitude, that's because they fucking do. And it's like it's a real, it's like it's part of the deal, man. It's a real stoic, you know.
Yeah.
Kind of like I'll fly off the rails, you know.
That's just
and that's
the band.
That's just fucking part of it, and you know.
I mean, just the name itself, Nails.
You know, I appreciate it because it's not supposed to be safe, you know.
No, he doesn't want it.
This fucking band is not supposed to be your best friend. You know what I mean?
It's supposed to be your enemy that you like.
And that's what's fucking cool about it.
Yeah,
you know, that's what's fucking really cool. Tons of major respect. And also,
I've loved Nails for so long.
And fucking Taylor Young, who played drums for him.
Yeah,
dude, he's got this other thing. Have you heard of God's Hate?
Oh, is he in God's Hate?
Yeah.
How did I not? I know who God's Hate is. I just didn't know who the fuck's in it.
Dude.
They're on Closed Casket. Yeah, their new record's sick.
Dude.
Artwork's fucking bizarre. Yeah, it's very fucking in your face.
Man. It's kind of like a similar deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It
is similar. Yeah.
It's just in here.
Yep.
It's none of this.
Yeah. They're not going to explore outside this.
No, it's just, hey, how about we play this sick riff, and then we'll play this other sick riff. Like, are we going to have? It's like, aren't we going to have an atmospheric part or a bridge of some sort? No,
absolutely not.
Just one sick riff after the next.
What's the way? Yeah, Taylor was in Twitching Tongues. Is he still in Twitching Tongues?
I don't know. I have to ask him.
I don't know. I haven't heard much from that band in a while.
Think so? I don't know.
They're such an interesting band, but they're good. I don't like everything from them, but like a good amount of their songs I dig. It's just different. It's cool though. I like their earlier shit. It's so
interesting.
It is.
It's really interesting.
Oh, they have a different guy now. Okay.
Do they? Well,
I guess that's what Kev said.
Okay. Well,
I haven't heard anything from them in a minute.
Regardless, shit's interesting as fuck. And you know, I don't know, that God's Hate.
God's Hate shit is fucking gnarly, dude.
Oof. I mean, it's like it's in the hardcore.
It is.
Things.
Yeah. Very fucking.
I mean, very much in that side of things, and you know, it's just fucking killer. I don't know. Other bands similar to that I really love is like Knocked Loose.
Yeah. Do you like Knocked Loose? Hell yeah.
Jesus Peace.
Yes, dude. I love Jesus Peace, dude.
So, Jesus Peace.
Yes. We need to do. Oh, dude! Imagine the Misery Index and Jesus Piece together.
Dude, I'll do it right now.
Where do I go?
Sign me up.
Fucking
sign me up.
Put Tomb Mold on it, just like the gnarliest.
Tomb Mold.
That's like. Remember we were talking pre-pandemic. I was like, "Yo, Misery Index needs to do shit. It needs to go out like Full of Hell, Tomb Mold. We need to We have to try to bring some of this shit to life next year.
Yeah,
and beyond. Yeah. Like, it would be some gnarly fucking shows.
I will tour with those bands,
and they would crush, dude.
I will tour with those bands. They're fucking killer.
Knocked Loose is such a good So I just discovered Knocked Loose and ordered all their albums, dude. Honestly, Knocked Loose coming in, bringing like this, like, you know, the old school like mid 2000s metalcore shit. Yep. But like, bro, their riffs they write are so good. They do it perfectly.
They got some riffs.
And I love the singer's voice. Some people are like, oh, I can't deal with that like high-pitched scream. I'm like, bro, it sounds like he wants to rip your head off. Like, it's so sick. Like, I don't understand it. I love Knocked Loose, dude. Like, I remember.
You don't like that? He wants to punch you in the face. I want to punch you in the face.
It's like, and he's like a small dude too. Like, they're really cool guys. Like, I remember I booked them. It was before they came out with that full length. Before they were signed. At Tomcats West in Fort Worth. Texas, and it was them. Purgatory, I think, was on it. Orthodox, which is another great band. Somebody else. Anyway, there was like 120, 130 people there. Knock Loose headline. Knock Loose went on, and I watched their entire set, obviously, and I remember just standing there being like, this band is gonna explode. Like, this is it. And sure enough, you know, they signed Pure Noise, but even before that, it just started going, dude. It just started going. Then they have like 200 people at their shows, 300 people at their shows.
Yeah, they're fucking sick.
And then it went up to 2,000. It's like, oh my God, dude.
Yeah, dude.
That's probably one of the best newer bands in that world, that style of metal, I think, that has come out.
I love that scene because I also, from back in the day, I love the post-hardcore scene.
Me too.
Big time. Like, you know, VOD, Earth Crisis, Snapcase,
all those.
The old Victory records.
Oh yeah. No.
Yeah, that whole thing.
It was huge.
I used to skateboard back in the day, so that was like, I got turned on to the Victory Records bands by by like those.
Dude,
those
the earlier, the early Victory Records catalog is fucking awesome.
You know, I was like coming around listening to, like, you know, Slayer,
Satisfaction,
like that.
Yeah.
And then, like, you know, I come to them and be like, what is this trashy bullshit? Check this out. You know what I mean? It's like, here, why don't you have some metal that doesn't have a mullet? You know what I mean?
That's literally what it is.
I'm not talking shit.
Yeah,
this is the shit that was talked to me. And then I was introduced to some other kind of stuff and was like, oh, that's killer. You know?
That's fucking great. Yeah,
I'll still keep them,
great record.
Yeah. I'll still keep the mullet with my metal, though.
Yes. Oh yeah, for sure.
I still like some of that stuff. And like some of this like late 90s sound revival, kind of death metal bands, Gate Creeper, Frozen Soul, maybe
bro.
Two Molds in there. I don't know. Outer Heaven.
Yeah, Outer Heaven.
The Fuming Mouth. Ulfar.
Dude, there's all right there. Two
I
Mold
love that
right
shit.
here.
I love that shit.
Yeah, man. Especially that Frozen Soul record, man.
Yes.
Great record.
Yes. Very killer.
How do we pronounce that band name, Mark? Sanguisangabog
or some shit.
You all know who we're talking about. It's the logo you will not be able to read.
Sanguisugabog?
I think that's it. Kev said he was literally just typing them. The record rips, dude. Like this, like old school death metal sound coming back.
Yeah, that band's crazy. It's like, I don't know. They're like the weirdest name. You can't even pronounce it. Spell it. You just know that little dripping logo.
Yeah, it's like it leans. You know? Yeah, yeah, it's dripping.
Dude, and I went. I was in like Long Island doing some work stuff, and I met up with Derek Boyer. The name drops of Suffocation, dude.
Yes.
And we went out to. He took me to a show out there, and I don't know, it was somewhere in Long Island, and it was and like it was like Outer Heaven was headlining.
Oh, that's sick! Hell yeah!
And that was the first time I ever seen him. And like, I don't know, whoever the drummer is, I'm sorry, I'm not like 100,000,000% familiar, but he was hitting this kick drum so fucking hard that it was like kept scooting across the stage shit, even though it was
moving. Yeah.
And I was just like,
wow,
it was pissing him off. But like for me watching him, I was just like, I fucking love that.
That's so sick.
Shit out of that. And they're just fucking.
Someone get him a center block to put in front of that thing.
Which I think they did. I think they did. Yeah,
like,
they put something in front of. I don't remember.
Put something in front of there.
It was so sick. They were fucking amazing. I love that band.
Dude, sick, yeah.
And there was another band on there called that. It was like sort of like Magruder Grind with like Long Island like slam riffs, and they're called Mother Brain. I don't know if they're still around or whatever, but that might have been just kind of a one-off kind of fly-by-night thing. But that shit was sick too, and it was with that dude that was doing.
Let me look up this band name.
Yeah, it was cool. I don't know.
Kev said they're no longer.
No longer.
He said they rip.
They were cool. They were really, really cool.
Here we go. I found it. Mother Brain. Wait, is this it? Oh, well, just one song. Maybe they have shit on Bandcamp.
No.
Yeah.
But
he said Joe from Revenants and Internal Bleeding was on vocals. That was the vocalist of
Yeah.
Mother Brain.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
That's
And
wild.
it was sick.
That's sick, dude.
Yeah, they were flying off the rails. It was fucking amazing. That was a cool band.
We had a question in the chat from Beer Jesus. I love that name so much. Question for Mark: will the Setting Sun EP ever be released to the public? What is the Setting Sun EP? Is this Misery Index?
I don't know.
Beer Jesus, are you still here? I know you asked that a little while ago. We've just been going on about stuff, so I was waiting to get to these questions. What is the Setting Sun EP? I don't know. All right, another question. Mark, in your opinion, which qualities make a great musician, and what's the best piece of advice another musician gave to you? Did anyone?
Best piece of, okay.
So first thing was, in your opinion, which qualities make a great musician? Not being a scumbag.
Yeah, not being a scumbag.
There's number one.
Best qualities in a musician. Discipline and humbleness.
Yeah, man.
Those two things.
Yeah.
Like, if you got an ego and a stage persona or whatever, being able to turn it on and turn it the fuck off when you are not fucking on the stage.
Yes.
Like, okay, when it's time, there's a time and place for that shit.
Yeah.
And it's not all the fucking time.
Yes, exactly. Know when to turn it on and turn it off.
Yeah. And then after that, be humble and nice to fucking people.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Don't, and when you're playing shows and stuff, you know, be nice to the staff.
Be nice to the staff. Be nice to the venue. Be nice to the other bands.
Exactly. Because they all remember it.
Don't treat it, especially, okay. And I'll say this too, like in your local scenes in your town.
Yeah.
Please don't treat it like a competition. It's not a competition.
It's not.
You guys, everyone is supposed to be together and helping each other out and making shit happen. It doesn't matter who's headlining that night. It doesn't fucking matter at all. And
none of that shit matters.
Yeah. Bring it together. Literally. Quit hating on each other and like bring it together. It's not a competition. You know, have some unity in your scene, and things will get better. And you know, one or two of you, if not all of you, might like get out of that scene and do more.
Yeah.
But you can guarantee if you got some attitude like I'm better than everybody, whatever, it's probably not going to happen for you.
No.
You know, because you're going to make too many enemies.
Yes.
You're not going to be able to trade shows with the people in different cities.
Yeah,
because they're not going to like your ass.
That, you know, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely still a thing now. But even like growing up, that was big thing. Was like, you know, when your band would go to another city, you know, and play with people, you know, bands that you don't know in that local town, whatever. You know, making friends with them was a big thing, and that's, you know, this dates back to like when I started becoming an agent, or before that. So I was in bands, and that was like I was always the one like, kind of being social, you know, making friends with the band, you know, but not like I wasn't like trying to make friends. We just became friends because we're all doing the same thing, right? And we would always trade shows. They would be like, "Yo, can you bring us to your hometown?" I'm like, yeah, and they're like, "Okay, cool, we'll bring you back." And that's like literally how it started happening with the bands I was in. And then I started meeting all the people from the venues and the promoters, and it was just like it kind of grew. And then I was starting to book our tours, and that's just like how it went. That's how it was.
Yeah.
But
and if you didn't do that, nothing would have happened.
Nothing happens. Yeah.
And so dudes and bands, take note. You know, be cool with people, be nice to people, scene unity, help each other out, trade shows. It's not a competition.
Yeah,
don't go into like, we're going to crush these guys. Get the fuck out of here.
Especially like, exactly.
I hope you crush the crowd.
Yeah.
But it's not a competition.
It's not like, that at all.
You know?
And then even Kev said, you wouldn't believe how common it is for people to compete about slot times. Like crazy.
I know.
Especially like early on, it's like, dude, don't stop it.
Please stop.
Please, just it's not.
I think that's less common. Well, I could
early on, right? I mean,
I feel like that's less common in the hardcore scene than it is in the metal scene.
It is, I feel like.
But I don't, you know, I could be off base at this point. I haven't been in a show in a year, so
Yeah.
I don't know what it's like out there.
Exactly.
You know, but yeah,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, even Dead Ringer was like when I was in high school playing shows, literally every band in my scene saw it as a competition. I mean, yeah, I mean, where I grew up in New York, it was like a lot of like local bands, like everyone just sometimes saw it as just like a competition. I never saw it
sure,
that way.
sure.
It was just
It's
like,
not in your best interest to do it like that or act like that.
yeah,
It's not. It's just not.
yeah,
You know?
exactly.
If someone wants to like pull some fucking political bullshit and like try to run you over and get on top, let them
Let them.
destroy the crowd right before they go on.
Yep.
Let them follow up with you then. You know. So
Oh my
what?
God. Kev said, short story, when I was in Pyrexia, I was embarrassed for our guitarist. He was doing that shit, arguing for second to open instead of opening. Almost got us kicked off the tour.
Dude, you should be confident. You should be confident enough in what you're doing that you know you're just gonna fucking kill it anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, you want to play after us?
Yeah.
Have fun.
I mean, for example,
right
like
ahead.
this tour that Abigail Williams might do later in the year. Not gonna say who's on it, but the tour was presented to us, and Abigail would play under a band that I think you know, Abigail's been around a lot longer. They have a lot more history. Blah 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 blah. All that shit, right? But Ken was just like, he's like, I really, you know, I don't give a shit. Like, let's just do it. You know, he just was like, I just want a tour, and he's like, I really like the headliner, and I think we would do really well on this tour. And he's like, and that band that would play above us is actually really good. And he's like, I don't give a shit. And I was like, okay, I like that. That's a good attitude. You know, it's like he legitimately did not care. He was just like, this is a good tour for us to be on. Let's fucking do it. You know?
Yeah.
And this is coming from a guy that's like 40.
Right.
Okay, everyone? This is a dude, Ken from Abigail Williams, who's been doing this shit for a long fucking time. And for him to be that way and be very open-minded is awesome. Like,
Yeah, and you get. I mean, and that
it's
goes
kinda
all the
like,
way.
wow. All right.
That goes all the way up to food chain, man.
It
Like,
does.
like you know, like even bands are like of headliner status. Sometimes you know there's a lull in the market in general, and they need to team up just to get everyone out. And so it's like so everyone's got to be open minded to drop all the politics and be like, you know, the scene was here,
Yeah.
and now as a whole, it's here.
Yeah.
And so if you're gonna try to
Back
inch it,
up.
we're gonna have to like team up and like do something amazing. And then it gets there, and then everyone can kind of benefit.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's like that all the way up the food chain. I don't say there's like not a place for, you know, proper packaging. I'm not. There's a place for that.
There
you know?
is, yeah.
And it's cool. It doesn't have to, you know, and you don't have to like take the shit end of the stick all the time.
No.
But it's like,
No.
you know, people should be willing to work. You know?
I agree.
And in the local scene, please just throw that shit out the window.
Yeah, yeah. Please just
know?
don't.
Just don't. Yeah.
No. No. That's it.
Yeah. Please don't.
So you're gonna get into streaming on Twitch. I want to bring this up.
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
you're
I'm
gonna
getting
try it out?
started.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to get it started. It's Mark Index. Is
Yeah.
gonna be the channel.
I've had like a timer going off to follow you on Twitch and your Instagram as well. Everyone should definitely follow Mark. There it is again. We'll, you know, and we'll next week if you want to get on, we can do a Zoom call or whatever, and you can share your screen, and I can help you as well, like I told you.
Yeah, that's cool. Like I have no idea what I'm doing, and I gotta, I gotta figure out how often I can do this and what I'm going to be doing exactly. But you know, as far as like format goes, playing stuff, talking about stuff.
Yeah.
I like your format where you're having guests and stuff.
Yeah,
and,
like you could literally do this. You can, yeah, especially when like, you know, I was talking to Fred, for example, and you know I'm talking about from Twitch, and great fucking dude. He's been helping out a lot of musicians on Twitch lately, and including me. Well, I'm not a musician, but you know, whatever. I'm in the world of metal. But anyway, he's you know, there's just gonna be like endless things for us to do. Like even the most simple thing, like when shows start happening again, it's like the most simple things of just being backstage and bullshitting with everyone and, just streaming that, and just
Yeah.
there's going to be a lot of shit that's going to open up. And this is why I've been telling so many people, like, yo, you need to get on Twitch. Like, it's very, once things start coming back around, you're going to see why you're going to be late to the party if you don't get involved with it now.
Yeah, I know. I'm dragging myself kicking and screaming into it, but I know I myself need to be doing that.
Well, yeah,
So
no, you just start off with like once a week.
Man.
Just start off with once a week for like 3-4 hours, and then just get in the groove. Find your thing.
As you say, man, it's gonna work its way into other things where it's just broadcasting. So it's like, who doesn't want to see the band backstage, even if you're gonna like do it from there or like do or live stream a whole show.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have a tour, I could see like one of the shows being live streamed from a really sick venue that has the capability to do it.
To hook it, exactly. That's what.
And it's on your channel.
Yeah, it's on your channel.
Yeah.
It's like, when like Devastation on the Nation tour comes around and, I can do like a proper stream for it. Like I may stream it from my Twitch. Yeah. Or I might make a Devastation Twitch and we do shit on there for the whole tour, Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot. I just have like so many ideas in the back of my head that you can do, but it's cool that you're going to start, man. It's fun, man. It's a ton of fun. Like I saw like Chris from the Ghost Inside recently started doing this a couple months ago, and he's been having a blast. Mike Leon from Soulfly and The Absence, he got on this back in June, I believe it was.
Yeah, Mike's the homie.
Mike's the fucking homie. He's been killing it, and it's just great. It's a great community. A lot of cool fucking people.
Yeah, man. Like some people truly killing it on here, man. Like I know Pete Weber's on here.
Pete is. Yep.
I know he's fucking drumming his face off.
Oh,
drumming your face off.
Yeah, literally.
And he's killing it. Mike Leon, of course, is killing it.
Trivium dudes, they've been on here for a minute, especially Matt Heafy. He's the OG.
Yeah, dude.
He's the pioneer.
Yeah, man.
He's a musician on Twitch.
He's ahead of the curve.
He's been ahead.
Yeah.
Matt, he's in the future. He's been.
Yeah, he lives.
You know what I'm saying? He already knows what's gonna come next.
Yeah,
and he's ready for it. But
that's killer. Yeah,
man, I'm stoored to see it happen.
And killer band.
Yeah, killer band. So it's
a
lot of people. Between the Buried in Me has done some awesome streams on here.
Oof.
The whole band in a living room playing their songs.
Amazing.
The drummer is like in a separate room.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. I think it was BT Bam. Yeah, the drummer's in like a drum room.
Yeah.
So they have a camera on him and then a camera on the whole band in this living room. And it was fucking awesome. I was like, dude, it's between the Buried in Me doing this. Psycho Stick does it. Yep. Another one.
I love that band.
Love that band, dude. You can never get tired of Psycho Stick.
Yeah, you just watch like, this is so stupid. And I love it.
Oh yeah, we did have a question. Josh wanted to know, do you smoke marijuana? Because he would love to smoke with you one day.
Well, no comment.
No. There you have it, Josh. You never know what could happen in the future.
You never know, man.
You never know, man.
The future is a blank slate.
Exactly. Oh, man. All right, man. Well, dude, thank you so much for doing this with me today. It's been a fucking blast.
Yeah, dude.
We'll get on, let me know when you're available, and I can help you with the stream stuff.
That'd be killer.
So you can get set up properly and not have, I don't know, a devastating first stream.
Yeah, I don't want that. I want to be like versed with the tech, and then also have like a good format that also like I can manage with all the other bullshit I'm doing. So
like I was saying, just start off with like once a week, and just kind of find your way in. Find your schedule and find like when you can do it.
Yeah.
I tell people, I'm like, don't go crazy. You don't got to go crazy. Just start off slow.
Will not be going crazy.
I know.
I'm going crazy doing other things.
Yeah, exactly. You have a lot going on already.
Yeah, man. A lot of release schedules, man. Because pandemic, everyone's doing records and
everyone's writing, recording, and then you got new Misery Index coming too.
Got that.
I'm
Trying to get that done.
Yeah, trying to get that shit fuck done.
Yeah. There's there's a bunch of other stuff in the pipe too.
That's rad.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah. Well, all right, awesome, man. So everyone here right now, I actually have a second stream happening tonight. This band To The Grave. I don't know if you ever heard of them, Mark. They're really sick from Australia.
I don't know.
Unique leader band. It's kind of like in the vein of like Signs of the Swarm, Brand of Sacrifice.
Okay.
Stuff.
Killer.
Really killer band. The record drops tomorrow. So like a few days ago, the guys were like, yo, I hit them up. I'm like, you want to do like a listening party thing? I'll bring you guys on. We'll jam the whole record, talk about it, take questions from the chat. So anyway, we're doing that tonight. Crazy time difference, as we all know, because they're in fucking Australia. So It's going to happen tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern time. For them, it'll be 11 a.m. tomorrow. So this is the only time we were able to make this happen. So I'm doing 2 streams in one fucking day. It's going to be a blast.
That's a lot.
Yeah. So if you guys are around tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern time, definitely come by. Right now, I was going to continue streaming throughout the day, but I got some things to do right after this. So I'm not going to be able to. So right now, let's go raid. I've been wanting to. Jason, the singer from Ingested. He's streaming right now. And he stopped streaming for a little bit. He took a break, but he's back on it. So I've been wanting to raid him. So I want to bring everyone over to his channel. And that's what raiding is, by the way. Mark, I don't know if I told you that.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
What was that, brother? Yes. So we're going to bring the whole everyone stay in here, join the raid. We're going to go raid Jason, the singer from Ingested. You all know who the fuck Ingested is. If you don't, you should go listen to him.
I mean, I know who that is.
Yeah,
so
Mark
you
knows.
definitely know.
You should really know. They've been around for like 15 years. So, Mark, thank you again for doing this today, man. I'm stoked for new Misery Index, stoked for new Scour, and anything else. And we'll talk soon.
All right, man.
All right, everyone.
Take it easy.
Take it easy, Mark. Let's go raid them. All right, there we go. Awesome, man. Thank you so much for doing this with me today.